Help a soul out on your journey.
I have deserters for you.
Excellent. Here's your gold.
About the bounty.
Yes? I recognize these remains. That's Thorn the Bloodbound. A complete madman. If you have his sword with you, be careful. It grants strength to the wielder, but at the cost of their blood. There are stories that Thorn got it from a demon he made a pact with. We'll probably never know. Well, I'll be damned. Nevera, known as the Chillheart. She earned that nickname because her blade supposedly freezes the blood of her opponents. It certainly leaves marks like frostbite. Nevera is said to be a Dalreator from the Forlorn Swords. They say she was too cruel even for her own tribe and was exiled. If you ask me, she should have stayed there. But she won't be causing trouble anymore. Here's your reward.
What's the story between you and Tom?
Tom and I, we weren't just friends. We were brothers. Not by blood, but by survival. We ran together, fought together, stole together. Until one day, I put on this uniform and he didn't. I told myself it was for the best. That I was doing the right thing. But Tom saw it differently. He saw it as a betrayal. And now, here we are, years later, with a bounty on his head and a sword at my back. So, tell me, do you think a man can ever really outrun his past?
If you run fast enough.
That's a good one. If only my legs were still as quick as my sword hand, maybe I'd have a chance.
So you were both thieves?
Aye, we were. But that's not the whole story. We grew up in the same orphanage, if you could even call it that. It was a house of broken things. And those meant to watch over us, they were the worst of all. No one came to help. No one cared. So we ran. And after that, the streets taught us the rest. Tom was the only family I had. And back then, I thought we'd always be on the same side.
What changed?
Well, the past always leaves its mark. I wanted to make sure no child ever had to live through what we did. So I chose the law, took the oath, put on the uniform. I thought I could be the one to stop it from happening again. Tom, he saw it differently. To him, the law was just another tool for men in power to use and discard. He made himself a new kind of ruler. One without kings or laws to answer to. So, there we were. Two men trying to fix a broken world, just from opposite sides of the blade.
You did the right thing for entrusting this to me.
I hope so. I've made my share of mistakes, but this one I can't afford to get wrong. Tom deserves a fair chance, not a bounty hunter's blade in the dark. If anyone can give that to him, it's you. Yes?
I'll await your...
Another bounty. This one is inside the temple, where the main quest is. So I'll do that eventually.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Now I'll go here. So this quest is about going to the tomb and getting a bow. And the bow is reference to Robin Hood. Reference, Easter egg, however you want to call it. Poison ring. Increases poison damage by 100 if enemy is poisoned. Actually, not bad. Minions, go. Cheese pie. Secret hole. I love me some good holes. Worm Guard, Sentinel Spear. Blocking poisons the attacker. Robbie from Grubwood. There it is. Robin Hood. And Robbie's bow. Restores 20 stamina after killing an enemy. You have 10% chance to instantly kill an enemy if it has less than 20% stamina. Actually, Not bad. Now I can go this way. Explore a bit. Do more quests. Wither's Hideout. This here is part of a quest. I guess I'll go in. During the quest, there's going to be a guy here called Wither. Well, well, well. The priests got what they deserved, I guess.
Was an unfortunate meeting. You found me at a time of great sorrow. This is an irreparable loss for the Church. I pray that our brothers will find peace in their eternal slumber, along with a true understanding of the Word. After all, there is no greater virtue than the word of the prophet. Am I right?
Who are you really?
For those priests, I am the truth. I only help them to face the meaning of the word. The first one went smoothly. This one was quite stubborn. He kept resisting. The embers of faith burned stronger within him.
Why did you do this to them?
Perhaps for the same reason the Red Church caused the Chart Conclave. Perhaps I am just blindly following my own word echoing in my mind. Kill every priest. Make them suffer as others have suffered. As the Druids suffered, for example.
What happened here?
Oh, you mean all that? Don't worry. Those priests went to a better place. They will no longer be concerned with worldly matters. They won't have to ask questions about meaning. They won't have to seek the truth. Perhaps we should follow their path. Still, you haven't answered my question. Well, what does the word mean to you?
Whoa, 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 whoa. That sounds like a threat. I have learned the meaning of the word the hard way, so my opinion of it is slightly different.
Yes. They have mocked you, used you. You too have suffered, I can see this. The word, a treacherous worm that hides underneath the cranial vault, eating away at the common sense of the good people. This is what the word truly is.
So what now?
The Red Church must be torn down, burned to the ground. Now, I will go further. If you want, join the hunt. Take the revenge.
Nice. I'm rich. Lover's Hollow. I was here before. This is where I found Bayor.
Prepare for battle! You're nothing but a peasant! Your armor won't save you!
Tis but a scratch. Shrine of Deer. 10 deer pelts. I also have a quest here. In this house.
Your prayers!
Make you pay for that!
A bounty. Power bow. Strong bow that can pierce through opponents. Stone altar. I remember this bridge being a troll. One of these was... Looks like they fixed it. Because you could fall down. Through one of the planks. Traveler's robe. Shard of fallen sky. Raise your one-handed proficiency by 24. Increases move speed multiplier when not in combat. This land is ours, so we shall defend it at all costs. In life and death, we shall fight. Others came, prepare yourself. Be a rogue or a leader. The weirdness will help. I'll take this quest soon and do it right away as soon as I take it. My carry capacity is somewhat fine. Research note. Before I go down in the lab, I want to go this way. Look at that guy.
Get you back tenfold.
I'm gonna have to do main quest for this one. Druid Shrine. Blood Clot. The Druid spirits are grateful. That means I worshipped all of the Druid shrines in this region. And that gave me Thunderstorm. Let's try it. Mark the location, and then boom! I need a victim. Okay. There we go. Morgaine Sensor. This is a permanent mana item. Another bloody statue. Three points. I'll put them in spirit. And I'll take mana regen. Ancient Beast. Hello there. That should be it. I can go leave all of my stuff and then do quests. And I can also deliver the bow.
Let's keep this calm, shall we?
Hello. Coming back to me, I see. You must have excellent taste.
About Robbie's bow.
What about it? You found it?
Can we work out different agreement? Not yet.
Then what are you waiting for? When I was your age, I'd already have been there and back twice by now. Hello.
Okay.
What about it? You found it?
I want to keep it. Can we work out different arrangement?
Hold on, that's not what we agreed on. When I make a deal, I stick to it. I don't change my mind like a weather vane in the wind. I thought we could have a serious conversation like professionals. But I guess I was mistaken. Take care and safe travels.
Let's keep this calm.
I'll handle this myself.
Oh dear. I'm pretty sure that's not allowed.
You left me no choice.
Hello. What?
Here it is.
Oh, quite elegant indeed. It just needs one small adjustment.
What are you doing? Why did you break it?
Do you know how many legends and songs I've heard about this Robbie guy? Oh, what a remarkable marksman he was. Splitting an arrow already lodged in the bullseye with his own during a tournament. What a story. But did anyone actually see it happen? Why make up nonsense when there are just as good or even better living archers out there? One of them lives right here in Connacht. Why not write songs about him? A bandit is a bandit, and yet here we are turning a thief and murderer into some sort of romantic hero. Some hero.
Will you join the investment with the merchant union now?
I gave my word, didn't I? And do you know who breaks their word? People without honor, thieves and bandits. No one would ever call me that. Everyone knows I keep my promises.
There we go.
Leave it already, and we were...
49.
Hello again. I've got...
I convinced everyone to support the hospital.
That's terrific news. I must say I'm impressed. Getting that lot to agree on anything is not a small feat. Now, we can really get started. Ailey will stay on as head of the hospital. But with steady finances and a reliable supply of medicine, it should take a lot of the burden off her shoulders. In the meantime, we'll turn this endeavor into a truly profitable business. You know, I've got to say, it's been a real pleasure working with you. The whole of Kunacht will owe you a great deal. It's been a pleasure.
Let's see Ailey now.
Oh, hello there.
Okay. After some time, sure. Okay, now I want to take 10 deer pelts. And do some questing. Could also finish Lustful Sacraments. Strong Arrow. Increases range damage by 25%. And it's a ring. This will give me stamina. Awesome. I guess it's time for this quest. My minions want to attack someone.
Who's there? Don't come any closer. I'm warning you, my husband is just downstairs.
I'm sorry for disturbing you.
Then please leave, before my husband catches you here.
Can I talk to your husband?
No. No, he's very busy at the moment. I'd rather you didn't disturb him.
I didn't think anyone lived this far out.
That doesn't mean you can waltz uninvited into the first house you see. We live here. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
Isn't it dangerous?
Everywhere's dangerous. There's no such thing as a safe place on this island. That's something I've learned the hard way.
I sense a story here.
Yes. One I do not tell to strangers who break into my house.
I'm not here to harm you.
Well, if you're here to rob me, you're going to be disappointed. My husband and I live off the land. You won't find any riches here. Please just go.
So her husband is a fae. Strange pearl.
no. What have you done? What have you done? You monster! You killed my husband!
I'm not the monster, but I killed one. You're welcome.
Gods, you're heartless. What kind of monster would bring me fresh berries every day for our morning porridge? My husband was kind, gentle, and caring. And you expect me to thank you for killing him? You're sick.
There really was a monster. I guess it must have been impersonating your husband.
He wasn't impersonating anyone. That was my husband. I'm blind, not stupid. I know who lives in my house.
You were married to that creature?
He's not a creature. Don't call him that. He was my beloved. The answer to my prayers. When he showed up, it felt like the gods had finally decided to right the wrong they committed by putting Broden in my path. I finally had a husband who never touched me in a way I didn't want, who never beat me so hard I couldn't get up from the floor. Someone who cherished and cared for me, and whom I could cherish and care for in return. For the first time in my life, I was happy to be a wife. And you took that from me.
Who's Broden?
Someone I'd rather not think about right now. But by the gods, he would have loved this. Making me feel helpless and miserable was his favorite pastime.
I'm sorry, is there anything I can do?
You could give me a hand with the funeral. Just take his remains and place them on the stone altar nearby. I don't know which god was worshipped there, but they sheltered me when I needed it, and then they brought me my greatest happiness. I need to see to the flowers and proper offerings, and I just need to be alone for a while.
Unholy matrimony. Activate. Wraith shot bow. Fire secondary ghost arrow 1 second after the first, following the same trajectory and dealing 50% of the first arrow's damage. Interesting. wax, nightshade charcoal. This place has some good stuff. Berserker's Call, Knowing Worm. If you wear no armor, increase physical damage by 30%. Weapon relic increases experience by 10%. Oh my.
Finally, someone showed up. Listen, you've got to help me get out of this place. I've been stuck here for what feels like ages.
Who are you?
Ah, right. My name's Brodin, and this is my house. Oh, well, it looks like my house, but I can't leave, and my dumb wife is nowhere in sight.
You're Deidre's husband? Or how did you end up here?
I'm sure my loving wife had something to do with that. You see, one evening I went out to get some wood and saw a strange light. All of a sudden, a creature attacked me. I tried to fight it off, but I just can't remember what happened next. I must have passed out. When I woke up, I was here. According to them, I cannot leave. Ever. But now that you're here, and that thing that attacked me is back there as well, you could try killing it, and then we'd both be free.
Why don't you kill it yourself?
Because I can't. I can't touch them. I can't do anything to them, yet they can do anything to me. It amuses them. They like to torment me. They tease me with promises of freedom, only to yank it away at the last moment. Please, you've got to help me.
What about Deidre?
What about her? She's still my lawfully wedded wife. I vowed before the gods to take care of her, and I will, just as I always have.
I'm not sure.
What's there to think about? Yeah, I'm not without faults, but who is? Not my wife, that's for sure. I don't deserve this shit.
Here. Take.
What is this?
Beloved.
You want me to give it to Deidre?
Yes. Give. Now go. Hurry.
I need to decide which Deidre's husband to help.
You dare steal from us?
I killed the creature that took Brodin's place. He should be allowed to go free.
Foolish mortal. That was not the deal. He belongs to us. A deal once made cannot be unmade. Now be gone.
And Broden just vanished. What does the quest say?
Hello? Oh, it's you. Is everything ready?
You never told me you made a deal with Faye.
A deal? What deal? What in the world are you talking about?
I went into their realm. Broden was there.
Broden? What does he have to do with anything? And what realm? I have no idea what you're talking about.
This altar is an entrance to the Fae realm. Broden was trapped there.
Are you suggesting that I somehow sent him there? That's absurd. If I knew I could get rid of him that easily, I would have done so before he literally beat me blind.
What did you pray for at the altar?
Anything. Everything. At first, I prayed to the gods to tell me how to be a better wife, to explain to me what I was doing wrong so he would stop beating me. Then I prayed for someone to save me, to take me away from here. And then there were nights when I prayed for a swift death. The last time before Broden disappeared, Gods, I remember now. I asked them to take him away from me forever and give me a better husband.
So you did make a deal?
Not intentionally, but if what you're saying is true, then I don't regret it. Broden can rot in that place. It's the least he deserves. Oh, gods. Does this mean my beloved was merely part of the deal? Was he only with me because he had no other choice?
It's possible. I don't know, what do you think?
I'd like to think it's not true. I know it's possible to make someone your wife or husband against their will, but it doesn't mean they will love you or even be kind to you. And he was kind and called me beloved. I just hope he was as happy as I was when we were together.
I can see now why Broden couldn't leave. You let him no leeway.
What do you mean? What happened there?
Nothing, just something he mentioned.
Oh, that's good. At least I don't have to worry about him ever coming back. He would never have forgiven me for what I did, even unknowingly. He would have just killed me.
Will you be alright?
No, I don't know. I have a sister in Camelot. We were never close, but I don't know.
I'll be going then.
Wait. Take this. I got this ring from Broden. I kept it because... I don't even know why. Maybe I was afraid he'd come back one day. I guess I don't need to worry about it anymore. You took my beloved from me, but at least you gave me that certainty. Now please leave. I need to get ready for the funeral. Please, just leave.
So, either I leave her like that and break her delusion so that she goes to Camelot, or I allow her to live in her delusion.
You've done well, mortal.
For a second, I thought that leg was something else, sticking out like that. Maybe it was intentional.
Hello? Oh, it's you. Is everything ready?
Okay, made a deal. I went into their realm. I was told to give this to you.
Oh, this feels just like... It feels like my beloved. So he's alive? You didn't kill him? Please, tell me everything.
The altar is an entrance to the Fey realm. Broden was trapped there.
Broden? What does he have to do with anything? Are you suggesting that I somehow sent him there? That's absurd. If I knew I could...
Okay, we heard this.
It's important, so I'll take care of it. And in turn, he'll take care of me. Just as he always has. Here, take this key. There's a chest buried behind the house. Before I lost my sight, I managed to earn some coin with needlework. I hid it, thinking I could use it to run away one day. Take it all, I don't need it anymore. And be safe out there. Oh, it's you again. Don't worry, I'm doing just fine.
She can live in her delusion. She can live however she wants. There it is. $200 gold. And then I can go do this one. body. The trick.
I'm terribly sorry for all that hassle. I should have taken more precautions.
Are you alright?
Yes, thank you. Just a bit shaken. The beasts must have somehow escaped during the night. When I woke up, they were already prowling the territory. I bolted the door and sat inside, hoping they'd leave. But, well, it's a good thing you showed up. Otherwise, I'd have had to choose between starvation and being mauled.
You said they escaped. From where?
Their pen, of course. The beasts were... my test subjects. I was sure they were significantly weakened and wouldn't pose much of a danger. I must have miscalculated. It's a bit of a shame they're all dead. I'll have to start everything from scratch. After the autopsies, of course.
How did you manage to capture them in the first place?
I lured them. They may be built differently and are quite tough, but most of them still need to eat, and they are susceptible to certain poisons.
Why didn't they just run?
That's an interesting question. Perhaps they've been in captivity long enough to forget the concept of freedom. Or maybe they've claimed this place as their territory, and the only thing that changed was their living conditions. Or perhaps they were just dumb beasts waiting for the closest source of food to leave the house. I suppose we'll never know.
What are you researching?
The weirdness and life itself. I don't know if you've ever dissected a weird beast, but their bodies are quite fascinating. Nothing is in its rightful place, and, for all intents and purposes, they shouldn't even be alive. And yet, there they are, prowling and growling. It's a bit of a miracle, don't you think?
When you put it that way.
I'm glad you agree. I know it's difficult to see my perspective when, time and time again, creatures like them try to kill you. I rather admire your open-mindedness.
Maybe you shouldn't be living here on your own.
Nonsense. Where else would I conduct my experiments? I'd rather endanger just myself instead of, say, the entire population of Kunakt.
Tyrannis sent me your way.
Oh, did he? Well, if the guild is so impatient for results, they should have sent someone sooner. Now all my beasts are gone and I'm still missing a crucial ingredient.
I'm here now.
Yes, I suppose you are. I'm sorry for my outbursts. It's been a stressful couple of days.
What do you need?
You see, weird beasts are unique creatures. The spark of life they carry is as twisted as it is relentless. I believe it can be extracted and transferred, creating a being capable of living in the weirdness without succumbing to its corruption. With everything that's been happening on Avalon, I believe this is the only way we can survive. The pigs can already do that. Well, yes, but they hardly escape disfigurement and corruption, do they? Besides, they only skirt the edges of the weirdness. They don't dwell deep within the fog. If I succeed, humans will be able to live in the weirdness freely, no matter how dense it becomes.
So what are you missing?
The heart of a Fae. Well, the Fae, to be precise. I'm not interested in the heart of some half-feral beast from the host. I need something far more powerful. I've heard of a Fae that calls itself Foxglove. It dwells in the roots of an ancient tree, lurking for unsuspecting travelers. Supposedly, it's cunning and quite vicious. If you bring me its heart, you won't just be doing me a favor. You'll be aiding all of Avalon.
Have you ever met this Foxglove?
Me? Of course not. I'm just a scientist. I doubt I'd have survived such an encounter. I've only heard rumors. They might be exaggerated, of course, but I wasn't going to risk my life just to satisfy my curiosity.
Why do you need the Heart of Fae anyway?
They are powerful beings that seem to only half belong to Avalon. They have their own realm, and don't appear to care much about the weirdness. They are a missing piece of the puzzle, I think. I may be wrong, but every theory must be tested, shouldn't it?
I'll bring you the heart.
Splendid! I assure you, if everything goes as planned, the guild will hail us both as heroes.
Uh-huh. Sure. Especially with all these bodies you have here. Oh, I have 1,000 webs. I could go visit the queen.
My, what a lovely mortal he sent my way. Oh, such a silly man, that Phaedros. Does he truly think I can't tell one of you from another?
How do you know he sent me? And wait, you know Phaedros?
But of course. You could even say we're quite close. After all, I granted him his greatest wish. And in return, he promised me a small piece of his sad, mortal life. Only now it seems he's trying to weasel out of the deal. It's a bit insulting, don't you think? Ugh, mortals. I should have known better than to trust him.
He promised you a piece of his life? What do you mean?
He swore to leave Avalon for 3 years, 3 months, and 3 days to serve me in my domain.
That's not all that long.
Exactly. I can't understand why he's making such a fuss. Time here flies by so quickly. Unlike in the court, where a year can feel like a century. Oh, maybe he's not as foolish as I thought.
What was his wish?
Knowledge, of course. A lofty dream of saving Avalon by filling it with monstrous beings. On the one hand, it sounds delightful. On the other, it's a bit of a waste. You see, in my realm, mortals can live as long as we wish them to. A few adjustments here and there, and they can serve us indefinitely. Yet you mortals always believe that death is your escape. Even though we tell you time and again that a deal once made cannot be unmade. Phaedros thought it could work on Avalon too. He was only half right, which is why his results turned out rather beastly.
What do you mean?
Well, you take a creature that shouldn't be alive, yet is, and you combine it with the human spark that has such a relentless drive for survival. The results are quite curious. Part beast, part human, overall nothing that should ever grace this realm. Or any other, really. But he kept trying, that fool, and kept returning here, ranting that I tricked him and trying to break the deal.
And did you trick him?
I gave him the knowledge he craved. Nothing more, nothing less. How he used it? That's not my responsibility, is it?
So the beasts he kept were part human?
They were misery given form, driven by instinct and rudimentary intelligence. So, who knows? Maybe they were just regular mortals after all.
He lied to me. He said he needed your heart to complete his research.
Oh, my poor sweet thing. That's just how mortals are. They use, they lie, and they'll do anything to save their own skin. Now, don't fret. I don't blame you for falling for Phaedrus' little ruse. In fact, how about we make a deal? How about I give you a little something, and you take it straight to his hidey hole? Then he can bear the consequences for trying to fool us both. What do you say?
What's in it for me?
Well, for starters, you get to leave here with all your limbs just as they are. But I can sweeten the deal. What do you mortals crave? Gold, isn't it? Well, actually, I don't have any of that. How about a lovely trinket? I'll even enchant it to protect that thin, fragile skin of yours. Ugh, honestly, I can almost see your blood pulsing through. Ugh, it's disgusting.
Fine, you have a deal.
Oh, wonderful. Here, take my eye. Bring it straight to Phaedrus. And don't worry, I'll know when you're near. He'll be dealt with swiftly, and your reward will be waiting. Now, run along, little mortal. Him. How could you? He was mine to punish, mine to torment. We had a deal.
I'm sorry, but Phaedrus misled you. He belonged to the guild, which means his life and his services weren't his to give away.
What? That can't be true. I never saw any of his supposed masters with him.
That's because he escaped our supervision and has been hiding from us ever since. Any deals he made in that time are void, and the punishment for disobedience is death.
I see. You mortals are crueler than I thought. You. Did you know about this?
I'm here for my reward.
Reward? What reward? Phaedrus is dead. The deal is off.
I guess you're right.
I'm done dealing with mortals. With any luck, you'll all be dead in a century or so.
So, you're the one Phaedrus dragged into his madness. Apologies for the mess. I'm in the middle of cleaning up. I'm Alma, the alchemist. Pleased to meet you.
What are you doing here?
I won't deny, I'd have preferred to meet under much more favorable circumstances. I feel a bit like I've been caught at the scene of a crime, which, in a sense, I have. Although, in my defense, if we're speaking of crimes, this one is twofold. Phaedrus's reckless experiments had to be stopped. The guild warned him repeatedly that he was crossing the line.
You just killed him.
Unfortunately, yes. The rules of our guild are clear. Crossing the established boundaries results in consequences, and those consequences grow more severe with greater transgressions. It's not like he wasn't warned. He knew exactly what he was doing and the risks involved. Believe me, taking measures like this brings me no joy. But we can't keep constant control over everyone. There are certain acts that simply cannot be forgiven. Phaedros was a threat, not just to himself and the guild, but to others as well. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
What's next for me?
First, I need to finish cleaning up here and prepare Phaedros for a proper burial. I'll also secure the rest of his research and materials to ensure they don't fall into the wrong hands. And then I'll have to write a report. Ugh, I hate paperwork. There are so many better ways to spend my time. And then we'll talk about your next assignment. Now, that's better. Shame our meeting had to be under these circumstances. Believe me, not all alchemists act like Phaedros. You seem all right, though. Charles's calm demeanor confirms that. Tell me, what made you join the guild?
I want to help people of Avalon contribute to building a better future.
A noble goal, right? I feel the same way. And I'd like to believe that everyone in the guild thinks the same, but people can be, well, unpredictable. But anyway, what do you need?
Want to ask about Phaedros.
Lately, situations like this have been happening far too often. Some alchemists within our ranks are starting to rebel, or they're coming up with utterly ridiculous ideas. I really hope this doesn't become a recurring pattern. To answer your question, unfortunately, yes, it was necessary. The rules of our guild set clear boundaries. Crossing them results in a response from us, one that becomes more severe the greater the transgression.
Why was it you who delivered the punishment to Phaedros?
That's my role. Let's just say I'm a sort of guardian of alchemical ethics. But more seriously, I was assigned to this task. Apparently, I'm the best at playing nanny to misfits like us.
You mentioned Charles earlier. Who's that?
Charles is my Croakmore, though he's far from a typical specimen of his kind. He won't bite your hand off, unless, of course, he senses ill intent. At the moment, he trusts you, which is rather uncommon.
You tamed a Croakmore?
I wouldn't call the process taming. It was something different. Let's say it involved a more invasive intervention. I found Charles just after he was born, abandoned by his mother, so I took him in. It was the perfect chance to examine his brain. While working on his exposed skull, I had to disrupt the areas responsible for his sense of belonging and aggression.
So you damaged his brain?
If this were a question, I would say it's a valid one. To be honest, I don't know the exact answer. I assume it all depends on perspective. If we accept that the brains of living beings are a kind of biological mechanism, then perhaps I managed to redirect the function of that mechanism so that it operates based on different needs and perceives its place in the world differently. Yes, that seems likely.
Can you tell me how many years protect people from the weirdness?
All I understand is that it's a form of ancient magic, supposedly discovered by Merlin, who used it to repel the weirdness. A menhir with burning weird fire can repel the weirdness on a far larger scale than a simple bonfire fueled by ethereal cobweb. Unfortunately, that's everything I know. As an alchemist, these are mysteries far beyond my knowledge or expertise.
Are you conducting your research for someone specific?
The hierarchical structure of the regular Camelosian guilds isn't something we strictly adhere to in the Alchemist Guild. Each of us has freedom in our research, as long as we don't violate ethical guidelines.
How many members does the Alchemists Guild have?
It's hard to say. While we share a guild, not all of us keep in regular contact. Many members aren't as open about their affiliation as I am. They have their own lives and obligations, some of which might be highly conflicting.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to conduct field research, but the last few weeks have been exceptionally frustrating. I lack the necessary specimens, and I'm not exactly equipped to gather them myself. I'm skilled with a lancet, not a sword.
What do you need?
I heard you're trustworthy. But first, a warning. The task I have for you is unpleasant and messy. It involves extracting brain matter. But before you even get to that part, you'll need to risk your life to get close enough. I need brain centers from 3 creatures. A Nookalivi, a human infected with the Red Death, and a villager touched by the weirdness. I've heard stories about peasants on farmlands near Kunacht. They were unlucky that the Menhir stopped protecting the place where they lived. I'll reward you for each of the 3 brains, as long as they're intact. A bloody pulp is better suited as a snack for Charles.
Why do you need brains of these particular creatures?
Each one ties into my field of study and interests. The Nookalivi is the result of the Red Priest's experiments, likely involving the weirdness. As for the afflicted humans, I suspect significant brain alterations occur during contact with the weirdness, as well as in the final stages of the Red Death. The Red Priests have written studies, but I'd like to see for myself.
About the brains you wanted. I have none. Not even mine.
Until next time.
Let's go get those brains. Any brains? Well, not from them. You. There we go. Next one. Look at this nice field here around the lantern that I placed. You. I need you. There we go. And one more brain. There should be some brain here on the bridge.
There's no need for violence.
I don't need to go all the way there. Oh, my brain!
Oh, hello there.
Hello there. Any dialogue about Liliana? You seem to be spending a lot of time with Rel lately. Something going on there?
You know, Rel's something else. She doesn't care where I'm from. Doesn't judge me for liking Liliana. She's kind of perfect, you know? Not sure what I did to deserve her, but, don't tell anyone I said that.
Oh, nice.
You know, not sure if you...
Nice. Does she have a dialogue?
Welcome back.
So, you and Walter?
What can I say? The man's eager, in every way imaginable. And his questionable taste in literature aside, as I said, he's no a bad sort. At least he's open to trying new things. Maybe, in time, he'll even learn to enjoy books that don't include phrases like love apples.
He's Camelocian, you don't mind?
He doesn't mind that I'm a Del reader, so why should I be any worse? I'm not my sister. Sure, I'm not overly fond of Camelocians, but that's mostly because they've never been too fond of me. Well, apart from him, it seems. One more thing. I can see you're alright, and I hope I can trust you. We need to talk.
What is it?
I need to ask you for something. It's serious. It might even be a matter of life and death. There's a stone tablet in Lord Devane's manor. A Del Reader relic. And I need you to get it for me.
We did all of this. We did this. Sure, I'll break in.
You know, I was just going to ask you to talk to Anselm for me. But if breaking in is what you prefer, I'll only stop you. Just try not to get caught, alright? That would be embarrassing for both of us.
Okay, they didn't fix that dialogue.
Well,
but at least...
Hello again.
I'm not getting a quest. At least there's that. Which is good.
What brings you this way?
Hello there.
Okay. Deliver the brains. Buddy. About the brains you wanted. Take this one.
Oh, the brain of a truly unique creature, though I do pity its existence. The conflict between such opposing instincts must be such a torment. Nakalevi are hybrids created by the Red Priests, certainly a cross between redcaps and goats, though other animals were likely involved in the experiments. Regardless, thank you. I'm glad you came out unscathed. Here's your payment. Thank you. I trust you took the necessary precautions. The plague is known for its high contagion rate. I must admit, this is an important moment for me, for various reasons. I will soon begin the brain examination. Thank you again. Poor soul. I only hope his consciousness completely vanished, sparing him any awareness of this nightmare. Since the weirdness began to re-emerge, cases like this have sadly become more common. Thank you. I hope that through these studies I can better understand the connection between our biology and the weirdness. So, it seems we're almost done. But I must ask for your help with one last matter. Before we met, I made contact with Dalriata trappers who agreed to get me the brain of an ice weaver. Out of their group, only 2 survived. Let's just say they've been making some threats. I need you to go to the exchange for me. Can I count on you?
What do you know about these Dalriata?
They belong to the Svein tribe, but were banished for some reasons. To be honest, I don't care. I just wanted a group of folks who knew the Forlorn Swords well. I assumed they could handle it without too much trouble. Don't expect a warm reception. They're cold, harsh people, and given their current emotional state, well, it's a dangerous mix.
Where will the exchange take place?
We initially planned to meet in a location I could easily access, but after what happened to their folks, they've made some specific demands. Here's the location and the gold I promised them for the task. Don't try to negotiate. The amount has already been agreed upon. Once it's done, find me. I'll be nearby. However, I'd prefer not to attend the meeting. It might unnecessarily escalate the situation. Until next time.
Oh, permanent spirituality. Nice. Can't pet you. So her new quest is in the next zone, which means I won't do it yet. So I guess I'll do this. And then probably main quest. Stone Warden Talisman increases critical chance by 10%. There we go. But a scratch. Here's the talisman.
Well, I'll be damned. Next time I see Ugwe, I might even hold off on punching him in the face. Sending you here was a rare gift from him. He knows how grateful I am for every new pair of hands skilled in our craft. Take the talisman to Darvan at the Ulfar tribe. He'll know I sent you. But, well, don't get your hopes up.
What do you mean?
Even if Darvan sees your skill, you're still not Dalrida. We've never taken an outsider, and I doubt that'll change anytime soon. But for what it's worth, I'd gladly call myself your brother. Though I don't know if there's anything you can do to make it true.
Thank you, I'll still try.
Good. And maybe we'll see each other again. May Mother guide you through the dark.
Level up. I'm gonna take spell power and be done with it. Okay. Next quest.